Candlestick is the easiest inversion that you can learn in Acro. Because the flyer will be turned upside down, we want to emphasize that it's important to create a safe space where she may eventually fall. So we put crash mats and 2 pillows. You can use either one of them, just something that makes the landing soft.
Yeah.
For the entrance into the candlestick, I have to step over his hips and I will bring my hands in between my legs and put them on his thighs.
Yeah, and then I need to grab Alia's shoulders and I want to have this part of my hand on the top of her shoulder and all my fingers needs to be over. Yes. I don't want to have this part on her clavicle because with a grip like this, I can break my wrists.
Yes, so I put my hands on his thighs, try to avoid putting it on the knees or too close to the hips.
Yeah, and when she grabs my thighs, I need to press inside. This is the most important thing in the candlestick position. So bases really pressing a lot inside, but arms should stay straight.
Yes, and then from here I have to climb on his knees. So I lift one leg, put it on the knee, not on the thigh, on the knee, press down and lift the other one up, also on the other knee. From here, I don't want to be in this position because here my force is there and I'm opening his arms, but I want to lift my hips up and try to put them in line with my shoulders.
Yeah.
This is the first position that you want to come into, and then you can slowly go down.
Yeah. And you can see that my arms needs to be always diagonal in the candlestick position, not here, not vertical, but always here.
Yes. So
yeah, and I also need to say, for the bases, it's always better to have heels closer to your buttocks, so your thighs will be steeper.
Yes. If the flyer feels like she cannot reach your thighs anymore when she's turned upside down, this can be a really good tip.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to disconnect the feet from base's knees, we go into this same position. Hips need to be high.
I'm pressing inside.
And then I slowly lift one foot off the knee and bring my knee close to my chest. I push with arms into his thighs and I lift also the other one and bring both knees close to my chest.
Yeah. If I'm not pressing, you can see that Alia is,
It's really not stable, I don't have control.
Yeah.
I want to have whole hand on his
So
thigh.
make sure you're pressing really a lot, and with press like this, she will feel really stable and, and she will trust you.
Yes. And I am all the time looking at the stomach of my base, because this will be the only point that I know that is down. Sometimes when you're upside down for the first time, you kind of lose awareness where is up, down, left or right, and if you're looking to your base, you know that this is the point that it's under you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the tuck position with knees close to your chest. The other one that you can try is when you're here, opening the legs and making a straddle pike position.
Yeah.
And you can also, if you feel you're not strong enough to bring your feet back to your knees, to his knees, you can just go down and put both feet on the ground at the same time. With these two positions, you have your center of gravity really low and it's easier to balance. If you bring your legs straight up, it's higher and the balance is shifting, so it's easier to fall over. That's why we suggest that first few tries are in a tuck or in a straddle pike position. And we also want to show you what to do if you fall over. So we already said that you want to create a soft, safe space, and we will also show you how to react if the weight starts going too much over and you cannot save it anymore.
Yeah.
So we go into the candlestick. I'm here, and if I bring my hips too far over, he cannot hold me anymore, and I fall.
Yeah, and my job is just to follow her shoulders, and I really try to bring it high.
Yes, so he doesn't bend and I would kind of land on him, but he wants to bring my shoulders high.
Yeah.
What I want to do is bring my feet from here to the ground, so they are the first part of my body that come in contact with the floor. I don't want to land on my bum or even worse on my sacrum because it can be really bad. So one more time. Here, open, I start falling.
Following and lifting up.
And I land on my feet on these soft mats. In candlestick, you can also play with the shape of your legs. So we will show you which shapes you can do. The first two we already showed. It's the tuck position. Then if you just open your legs, it's straddle pike. If you straighten the legs a little bit, so you open your hips, but still keep the legs apart, it's just straddle. If you close them completely, it's called a straight position. And then you can also play with one leg bent, or you do a double stack, or you can even straighten them and put them a little bit apart.